Tarzan has a great soundtrack. Phil Collins doing it big.
I bet you could take that soundtrack and fucking score it to fucking How to Train Your Dragon.
You probably could. Two worlds, one family. Trust your heart. Let fate decide. Yeah, you could. You probably could. We in. What up? We in.
Hello.
Hello. This is spoilers. How to Train Your Dragon. All of them, kind of. So, there might be spoilers for any of them because we're going to talk about the third one, which we just saw.
Oh, so we're going to talk about all three?
Yeah, why not? I just watched
Did you know
them all,
so what's the full title? It's the
How to Train Your Dragon: The Hidden World.
Did you know the alternative title for it?
Journey to the Center of the Earth.
That's
a joke. I don't know.
How to Train Your Dragon: Separate but Equal.
Is that real?
No,
that'd be weird.
That's just what I thought.
Okay,
I've been waiting like an hour to say
so
that joke.
It's kind of weird because the second one doesn't have a second title thing. There's no like colon anything. It's just How to Train Your Dragon 2.
Right.
And this one was How to Train Your Dragon: The Hidden World.
Mm-hmm.
So a little couple things about this movie. Written and directed by Dean DeBlois, something like that. He did all three movies. Really cool. He wrote all three, directed all three. The first one he was like a co-director, but the second two he directed by himself.
Okay.
Starring Jay Baruchel, America Ferrera, Kate Blanchett, Gerard Butler, Jonah Hill, Kristen Prince-Plasse, Kristen Wiig, Kit Harington, a replaced T.J. Miller, no longer there. Now Justin Ruppel plays his character.
Who's Justin Ruppel?
I don't know. His name's Justin Ruppel, dog. He's someone with a good T.J. Miller impression.
That sounds familiar though.
No, dude, because his known for is How to Train Your Dragon 3 and then miscellaneous in Spider-Man Homecoming and The Fate of the Furious.
I'm a big fan of miscellaneous acting jobs though.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I get it. So, can I tell you I need to get this off my chest before we get into this movie. Can I tell you what movie I'm most excited for to come out?
Sure, okay.
Breakthrough, because I'm fucking tired of seeing that trailer before every movie. I'm so tired of it. I want to barf every time.
You're talking about...
I can't wait to see him running up and down that court and shooting them baskets again. Ugh!
When you said breakthrough, I thought you were saying like breakthrough.
No. I wasn't like referring to my own breakthrough.
The movie Breakthrough.
The movie Breakthrough.
Which is like a fucking Christian movie that they've been
pushing
the spots
before every
single movie that we see.
Every movie, and it looks awful.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm so excited for it to come out.
It looks awful, but it might also be my favorite movie.
Stop. You're lying.
No, I'm telling you, like it looks terrible, but I might love it.
Why?
I'm just saying, like it looks really, really bad. I get
the only way that you would love that
but
movie.
I think I might only watch that movie. That'll be the only movie I'll watch for the rest of my life.
You would only like that movie if at the very end of the movie we learned that what's her name? Chrissy Mintz or something like that. The mom character like hallucinated the whole movie and her son actually died in the lake. And she's been living a lie about thinking he survived.
She realized
you would love that.
She's actually dead. And
Yeah.
She's in the fucking
Yeah.
7 circles of hell.
Sure. Then you'd really love it.
That'd be fun.
Anyway, I'm just so
And
tired.
then it becomes the new Spawn movie.
I'm just so tired of seeing that trailer, and it's driving me nuts. Mm-hmm. And we won't stop until Easter, but we're getting closer every day.
Even though, fucking, what's his name?
Luke Cage is in it? Lucas Hedges?
Well, I was going to say Lucas Hedges.
Oh, okay, because of Glory Road?
Mm-hmm.
You think I love Lucas Hedges because he's in Glory Road?
Dog, that and Sweet Home Alabama? Get out of here.
All right. Let's talk about
and now Breakthrough Triple Threat. Triple Threat. Fucking Leo DiCaprio, eat your heart out.
Eat it out, dog. Let's talk about How to Train Your Dragon.
I really hope Leo DiCaprio is a big fan of Glory Road. That would be cool.
I would be so happy about that. I would be so happy about that. That'd be great. He's like, hey, yo, Leo, what's your favorite basketball movie? And he's like, you're like, Coach Carter? I'm like, nah. White men can't jump? Nah. Glory Road. Like Mike. Make me like Mike. Okay, let's talk about How to Train Your Dragon.
Okay.
We've wasted enough time.
Mm-hmm.
What were your thoughts?
I liked it.
Yeah, me too. I liked it.
I dozed off a little bit. I don't know if you, yeah, I don't know if you.
Why did you do that?
Well,
It's not like you have a quick turnaround in your class schedule from Monday to Tuesday and don't have an opportunity to get a full night's sleep.
Yeah, yeah.
What kind of world would that be?
Yeah, I was up pretty late last night doing homework.
Yeah. Did you miss anything important? Did you like wake up and like, oh god,
no,
what's going on?
No, like it was more dozing off than I did like just straight up.
Oh, okay,
fall
okay,
asleep.
okay.
But like as I was dozing off, like I was like in my head being like, okay, this is this scene. You know what I mean? Like I was like, okay, like all I need to know is like that these two dragons are falling in love with each other.
Yo, I was gonna bring that up. There's like a huge chunk of this movie in the middle dedicated to literally just two dragons flirting, and there's just like no dialogue for long stretches of time. There's no humans. It's just them flying around and dancing.
Okay,
it's
if
cute.
I told you that like one thing about this movie blew me away, what would you say it is?
What is the one thing that blew you away from this movie? I mean, I think the safest guess, I don't think this is what you're going to say, but I think the safest guess would be like production and character design.
The animation.
Oh, okay.
The animation is
it's beautiful.
It's gorgeous. It's so fucking good.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It's a gorgeous ass movie.
And they've been doing it through all three movies. They've really done a great job of...
I don't know if this might have been the first one that I've seen in the theater.
Oh, really?
I think so.
Okay. It's a good one to pick. The scene where they discover the hidden world, fucking beautiful. It reminded me of Coco a little bit.
But even it reminded me of Avatar.
Oh, it makes sense because of the lights and stuff. Yeah. I mean, in the sense that it was like a really wide shot of a highly detailed environment.
Right.
That reminded me of Coco.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. What fuck?
Animation.
I lost my train of thought.
Something about the way things looked. All right.
What'd you like about it?
You mean like besides like the whole experience? So like this kind of movie is like right in my wheelhouse, right? This is like the kind of stuff I love. Fucking like animated stuff I love. It's got like the friendship at its heart. Good versus evil, heroism. Jay Baruchel.
Yeah. That dragon sex scene in the middle was kind of weird though.
Dragon sex scene?
Yeah.
What?
Oh, I must have been dozing off a little harder.
You dreamed that? How long were you waiting to make that joke?
10 seconds.
Oh, okay.
And it was way funnier than the first one I tried. So.
Okay. There you go.
I mean, shoot off the cuff.
And they got close though. Like if Hiccup wasn't around to ruin it, could have happened. Like there were parts where it was like, are we just gonna see these dragons mate? You know, I think it's really cool. The design behind Toothless as a character. Like I like how they were influenced by like a billion different animals. I've seen like interviews where they talk and like stuff where they're like, oh yeah, we were like dogs. Like dogs and cats is really obvious, but they're like we also look at like horses and like snakes and like just a bunch of random things for the way he moves and reacts in different ways. And I think it's really cool. It makes a really unique creature design. And like the amount of cool and different dragon designs throughout all three films is so awesome. They go like above and beyond with making really cool, unique designs. Like the one in this movie with the antlers, that was awesome.
Yeah, that was really cool.
He was sick.
So I was going to talk about the beginning of the movie and the animation. So you're bringing up like when they go into Hidden World and how cool it looks, right?
Well, usually
but like even like really subtle stuff.
Okay.
Like all of the fire.
Yeah.
And like Hiccup's fucking flame sword that he has and like its interaction with the environment looks so fucking good.
Yeah.
The entire time I was just like, I was fascinated.
Did you not remember that from the second movie? Because he has it in the second movie too.
But I wasn't as wowed. I mean, maybe because I
well,
saw it in the theater.
Yeah,
like
for sure.
it made a big difference.
And they knew how good that fire looked because they put it on posters. Like that shot of Hiccup and Toothless coming through the fire is on a bunch of posters around LA. Yeah, man. I think it was a really well executed wrap up to the franchise. They did a good job of sort of introducing something that was a new idea, something that maybe we hadn't thought of, in the idea of like making Toothless more of an independent character a little bit, and the sort of something I didn't even realize that you kind of have to do is like, who is Hiccup without Toothless?
Right.
You know, which I was like, oh yeah, it makes sense. I can see why that's the route they chose. But I think they did just a very clean job of tying everything up and, going the distance.
How'd you feel about the villain in this movie?
He was fine. I liked his voice. Like, I liked the performance of it.
The voice kind of threw me off. I was like, because at first I was like, is he doing like a Russian thing? Like,
He has like a weird accent.
Yeah. Like,
I think it was F. Murray Abraham.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Fucking Amadeus. You ever seen that movie?
Yeah, it's Amadeus. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yes. Yeah, I thought that like maybe the weakest part of the movie was like, it's almost like they were like, we need them to do the next thing we want them to do, so we need to make an excuse for it to happen. You know what I mean? So like it's like the villain, like when, like I thought the scene where he's waiting in Toothless's house was really cool, or in Hiccup's house was really cool, and then he like burns the house down and everything. But then they're like, everyone needs to run away for like forever, and I was like, that seems drastic, but I get why you're doing it because you want this sort of journey movie, which is cool. I'm into it, but it seems like an overreaction.
I wasn't as like, I don't know, compelled by the villain. Like from the trailers and stuff, I was like, oh, this is gonna be like a good villain.
Oh, really?
And and it didn't really.
I didn't really expect a lot from the villain, just because none of the movies are like, the villain isn't the strength of any of them. Like the second movie has the dude from Mulan is basically the villain,
right?
And it's Jimon Hunsu, and he just yells a lot. And they're cool. They have really cool character designs for their villains, and they do cool things. Like they had a lot of cool ideas for like world building stuff with this villain. Like the way he was like mind controlling dragons with their own venom, and like he did cool things. But yeah, I don't think that the movies are necessarily setting out to create great villains. You know what I mean?
Like I kind of wanted just a smidge of why he was that way.
Why it seemed kind of weak, right? He was
Yeah.
just like, when I was a kid, I killed one, and I never stopped. I liked it.
Yeah. Maybe crafting like a little bit of sympathy there, like as far as that villain.
Yeah, he's
that
not
would've made it a little
sympathetic
bit
at
more-
all. There's
I would've-
nothing.
Yeah, I would have enjoyed.
Yeah, if you found out,
that.
His mom got killed by a night fury or something like that. Some classic shit. So a cool thing that these movies do, they're actually connected by TV shows. I haven't really watched them, but I know like sort of the idea of what happened. There's like recurring villains and other characters, and I like that they're able to seamlessly bridge the movies. And I feel like there's like subtleties of like if you just watch the movies, like because I just watched the first two last night and just watched this one, like the relationship of Hiccup and Astrid is kind of fast forwarded between each movie. It's like a lot happened between movies 1 and 2 and between movies 2 and 3. You're like, the end of the first movie, she like kisses him on the cheek and it's cute.
Right.
And then the second movie, in the very beginning, his dad is like, oh, they're betrothed. And you're like, wait, what? We didn't see any of that, but there's like a TV show that like fills all that out. I think that's cool. I think that's a cool thing, especially with animation that you can do, is sort of filling out, telling more stories through.
When you hear Astrid, how often do you think of The Office?
Never.
Really?
Yeah.
Astrid? That's what Jan Levinson is named.
Yeah, the name of her baby, but
Yeah.
it never.
It never occurred to you?
No.
All right then.
Wow. That's weird. Usually those things come to me.
I'm kind of disappointed.
It's just because like Astrid is such a shitty baby name. No offense to anyone naming their baby Astrid, but do better. It's an old lady name. Like,
What if they have
like
fucking
no? Here's what happens. Like when you're a
Viking
baby,
blood?
when you're a baby, you have a cute name. But when you become old, you change your name to Astrid.
Yeah, so you call your baby Assie. For short.
Dude, what's the song that she sings to that baby that's like super inappropriate? Oh, I wish I could remember. I don't know. What do you think about like the supporting cast of characters in these movies, portrayed by Jonah, like all of Jay Baruchel's friends, basically Jonah Hill and
Right.
Christopher Mintz-Plasse, and then Kristen Wiig, and used to be T.J. Miller and now isn't.
I remember them being more enjoyable in the first two movies. Like for like some reason, like this movie, I was just kind of like all the jokes weren't really landing for me, and I did recognize the T.J. Miller thing, the fact that it wasn't him. So like that was just
which I thought was weird because they gave the character more like independent screen time than any other movie. He had all the weird like
the beard
talks.
joke. Like I
thought that was pretty funny.
I
thought that was pretty funny.
I don't know. Maybe I was just a little bit too sleepy for it.
Yeah, maybe. I thought the joke with Jonah Hill's character was hysterical. The fact that so in every movie that character has a crush on a different character. In the first movie, he's like flirting with Astrid. In the second movie, it's with Kristen Wiig's character. And then this movie, they just made him have hots for Hiccup's mom, and I thought that was so funny. That was great. And then I like imagine like Jonah Hill doing that, and it's even funnier. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like the fact that it's Jonah Hill makes it funnier. Yeah, I like it.
I mean, isn't that basically Superbad?
That
That was the first scene
I don't
in
really.
Superbad.
Is it? I don't really know Superbad really well. Like
Superbad,
I've seen it.
Fucking
I think
opens with Michael Cera and Jonah Hill in a car or whatever. Like Jonah Hill's picking up Michael Cera. And Michael Cera's mom is like leaning down and like showing cleavage into the car or whatever, and Jonah Hill's like, "Oh, thank you, I'll see you." And then he's like, "You were so lucky that you grew up sucking on those titties or something."
Yo, why couldn't Michael Cera be the villain? Okay, another thing I'm gonna bring up that I loved. I love Stoic. Stoic the Vast, Hiccup's dad, who in this movie is dead.
Right.
Because he died in the second movie. My favorite scene in the entire series, movies 1 through 3, is in the second movie, right after Stoic finds out that his wife is still alive, Hiccup's mom is still alive. And there's this just really beautiful scene, like where he like sings her the song and they end up like dancing. It's just really, really good scene. And then I like that they used him in this movie with the flashbacks. I thought that was cool. And I like that they sort of peeled back the layers on the character even more. I really liked and the relationship between Hiccup and his dad and how it influences his decision.
No, you can speak more to this because you literally just rewatched them. Now, in this movie, there's a flashback, right?
There's two.
Whatever. There's a couple, but there's a flashback specifically where they're giving exposition on the hidden world through what's his name again? What's the
Stoic?
Stoic is telling Hiccup about the hidden world, and he's talking about the hidden world and how it's like just full of dragons and shit, right? Was he more? Because like the plot of the first movie is
there's a nest
Hiccup,
of dragons,
but it is Hiccup persuading his settlement of people to
stop fighting them.
To stop fighting and hunting dragons, right? Did you feel like that flashback, like Stoic was being too like, I don't know,
sympathetic,
tolerant? Yeah. And
so there's like two parts to my answer to this. The first part is that they do that kind of in both movies, where they sort of do through exposition, they kind of make the Vikings of Berk seem more sympathetic towards dragons than they seemed in the first movie.
Right.
Because it's almost like they were like, well, we need to have, we want to build out like a world and like all this stuff, so we're going to make it so that there's things that existed before the first movie that we didn't really hint at all. And it kind of feels like it comes out of left field a little bit. But I think that specifically, I think where he was coming from in that scene still made sense because he said they don't have to fight anymore. He said he was going to seal it off. Right. He wasn't like, I want to go find them and rescue them or anything. He was like, I want to find the hidden world and I want to shut it so that we're just never interact again because then we don't have to deal with them.
Exactly.
So I thought that was
separate
fine.
But equal.
I don't. Okay. You're really pushing that joke. You like that?
It's incredibly racist.
Did you get sad when Hiccup or when Toothless left?
Not really.
I got sad.
Not really.
I was waiting for an Airbud moment. I was like, don't do it to me. Don't make an Airbud moment. Get out of here! Get out of here! Don't come back! Go! Oh man!
You're trying to white fang me?
I don't even know what white fang is. I think of it as Airbud.
Airbud, right?
Because that's when I was a kid. That's the movie I saw where that happened.
It's probably where Airbud got it from.
Yeah.
White fang.
Yeah, I don't even know what white fang is. Is it a wolf?
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes sense. Can we do another sidebar about a trailer? What's with these freaking dog movies, man? Why does the trailer for every dog movie show the end of the movie? What's going on?
Is there one marketing company that makes all
these dog trailers? What are you doing? And second of all, what is I don't even remember what that movie's called, but what is it?
A Dog's Purpose?
A Dog's Reincarnated Purpose?
No. A Dog's Purpose was the one that
it
people were pissed
literally
off
said
about.
in the trailer, A Dog's Purpose continues.
Yeah, but it was A Dog's Journey. That's what it was.
Ooh, is it a sequel to A Dog's Purpose then?
I don't know. I'm
Dude,
guessing.
the dogs are reincarnated versions of themselves.
Buddha dogs.
That's crazy. Mm-hmm. And for some reason, for some reason, yeah, Josh Gad's self, Dennis Quaid knows. He's just like, I know that you're the same dog that I keep adopting over. That's messed up. If anyone ever tried to tell me that about their dog, like they're like, oh man, my dog died a few years ago. I'm getting a new dog. And they're like, this is the same dog. It's his soul. I'd be like, you're nuts.
Mm-hmm. You need to chill out, Dennis Quaid.
Dennis Quaid, you need to calm down.
You're acting a little bit like Randy Quaid.
You need to get out of my eye line, Mr. Quaid. Yeah, that's that side. There's some trailers that just got me going before this one. Mm-hmm. Show me the Detective Pikachu trailer. That new one's good.
I gotta see it, dude.
Yeah, we'll talk about it on the long episode next week.
Yeah.
You have any other thoughts about How to Train Your Dragon?
No.
You doing the Tarzan yell? You did a little bit.
On accident.
Or is that George of the Jungle?
No. No, Tarzan. Yeah, Tarzan doesn't.
That's George of the Jungle.
Yeah.
Those are so different, but so similar.
Mm-hmm. I remember having an argument with my brother when I was younger on who would win in a fight.
Tarzan or George of the Jungle?
Uh-huh.
Tarzan.
I said Tarzan.
Tarzan.
As well. I said Tarzan.
George
as
of
well.
the Jungle's a bumbling idiot.
Mm-hmm. But he's also super strong.
So is Tarzan. He fights gorillas and shit.
So does George of the Jungle.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. They're like
easily.
They're like equally strong.
But like, I think the thing is, so I argued for Tarzan, but this is the devil's advocate argument, here, right? So like, George of the Jungle has like a Peter Porker kind of like comedy strength to him.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
Where, like he might like fucking pick up Tarzan and spin him really fast.
Yeah, that's true.
Fucking...
That's true. That's true. But can George of the Jungle tree surf like Tarzan?
That's true.
Obviously, we're talking about Disney's Tarzan. Not.
Have you ever seen?
I didn't
any other
see
Tarzan?
the one from a couple years ago or last year. Alexander Skarsgård.
Oh yeah, that's
Tarzan.
right. There was
I never saw it. He was jacked for that movie though.
Mm-hmm.
He got ripped. Yeah. Tarzan's a great soundtrack. Phil Collins doing it big.
I bet you could take that soundtrack and fucking score it to fucking How to Train Your Dragon.
Yeah, you probably could. Two worlds, one family. Trust your heart. Let fate decide. Yeah, you could. You probably could. Oh yeah, I like that. I don't know where you would fit. Shoo-a-doop, shoo-a-dop, shoo-a-doop, shoo-a-dwee-bop.
Are you kidding me?
Where'd you put that?
No.
I guess any shenanigans scene.
Yeah, you fucking all the dragons are fucking in the city,
causing a ruckus.
Yeah, causing a ruckus.
That's true. Yeah, you could for sure. Easily. Oh man. How about you'll be in my heart? That's easy too. You'll be in my
fucking
heart.
when
From
Toothless and
now and forevermore.
Is it
Hiccup?
A White Fury?
They said they made the joke. Hiccup said Bright Fury and Astrid said Light Fury. And then I leaned over to you and I was like White Fury. And then I said, what about Tight Fury? Because we're inappropriate.
White Fury definitely doesn't sound good.
Nope. That sounds like something that would have been like going on in Black Klansman that they had to stop. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Dude, I think Bright Fury sounds cooler than Light Fury.
I agree.
But it also kind of works because like Hiccup is more creative, but he is like subservient to Astrid. So when she says that, he's like, yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah, definitely.
So it works. I'm into it. Anyway, I really like this movie. I think the trilogy's great. If you like animated stuff, if you like sort of like, youthful heroic storytelling, if you like dragons and really cool designs of them, if you like really, really, really good animation.
And most likely if you like puppies.
Yeah, if you like puppies or kitties, anything like that. If you like pets, go for it. Check it out. I think that's it.
And if you watch Game of Thrones and you're like, you know what, I do like dragons, but like this is way too real for me.
They're way too violent. Yo, Hiccup or Toothless could fuck you up though. Toothless is powerful. His power is cool. He's like a lightning dragon. That's some D&D shit. Yeah. Come back next week when we're gonna finish our True Detective series. Stop drumming, please. We're gonna watch season 3 of True Detective, and we're gonna talk about it. And we're probably gonna praise Mahershala Ali a lot. I'm just gonna guess, just because he's in it. So I just assume he's great. I have heard some buzz that he's probably a shoo-in for an Emmy nomination, which not surprised one bit.
Yeah, give him all the awards.
Get that boy a Grammy somehow. Has he ever sang in anything? Played piano in Green Book, but I don't know if he's ever sang. I don't know. Anyway, come back, check that out. Check out the show, Chris and Kyle Show, on Facebook, on Instagram, on YouTube, on all podcasting platforms. Like, share, rate, review, all that fun stuff. Hit us up on Twitter. We're going to drop a new poll next week. Don't know what's on it yet. We're going to look at what movies are coming out later next month. But you can send us to the movies for that. And find Chris on chrismichaelstott.com, his website. Check out his scripts. Check him out, Chris Michael Stott, on Instagram. Find me, Davinwell25, Twitter and Instagram. We will see you guys next time when we will talk about the trailer for Detective Pikachu, the second trailer. We out.
Stay away.